living in this camper van full-time, off-grid, with a 7-month-old bodybuilding toddler is the most ridiculous idea I've ever had in my life, right? Doesn't mean it's not possible, just means it's a process, and I love a good process, you know what I mean? This lad needs some discipline, right? He's cheeky, he's naughty, he's 7 months old, and most of all, he's stubborn, mate, right? Bullies are stubborn. I've had dogs before in the past, right? Doberman, Pinters, Sharpers. I've had a few, right? The bully has got to be the little pocket bullies have got to be the most stubborn and little bastards I've ever fucking known. But anyway, I've only had him about 10 days, and he's coming round. Do you know what I mean? He's coming round. God knows what he's been through to get here. He was a bit of a shell of a dog when he got here. Do you know what I mean? And I've sort of like been trying to like get some confidence into him and sort of like show him the world and show him how cool I am. And I've been having him out every morning, sort of like, you know, sit, stay, all that stuff, and that, working on that recall and stuff, and just sort of like just instilling some sort of balance in a dog. Do you know what I mean? Because that dog, right, he's an absolute fucking unit at the minute, right? And he's only 7 months. When his head's like a fucking breeze block at 2 years old and he's not listening to what I'm telling him to do, I'm pretty screwed. You know what I mean? He's a powerful animal, that dog, right? And he's a bag of love, right? He's just a big lump of fucking muscle and love, right? And I've been introducing him into the van slowly, and in the front, I'd have him in the front, but he can't sit still in the front. He likes it in the back, because he can lie down on his bed there, just behind the seat, and he constantly checks in on me. I see him looking up all the time, you know, making sure I'm there and that, and he's settling in, and I know full well that if I don't stimulate that dog mentally and physically, then my camper van's going to be his new stimulation method, right? He's going to get in this van, right? He's going to be like that, right? He's going to be like, fucking hell, look at all this wood to chew. And I introduced him to the van a couple of days ago, and I left him in for 5 minutes, and then it was like 10 minutes, and then I went out for a big walk and did it half an hour, and then I went out on a massive walk, loads of stimulation, loads of interaction with other dogs around Kewarden Valley Park all day, and then I left him in the van for about an hour. And I come back and he was just fast asleep. I looked at him through the window and I could see him. And he's just getting used to staying in the van and living in the van, because he's not used to it, you know. He thinks that I'm going to just leave him in there. Do you know what I mean? So basically, just try and chew his way out. But he's a good lad. He's a good lad. He's a good lad, honestly. He's a fucking belter. And I couldn't have asked for a better dog, do you know what I mean? It's quite frustrating them first early days of having the dog, because I expect a lot of my old dog from him, and he's not my old dog, do you know what I mean? And because he's a big lad, I can't see the puppy in him, but like, you know, I've got to remember he's just a babby, you know. He's working out that I'm the gaffer, right? He's working out that I'm his safe place as well, do you know what I mean? And a stable dog's a happy dog, do you know what I mean? A disciplined dog's a happy dog, you know, not erratic and stuff like that. And it's like, I'm just updating you on how I am with Matty Boy. Like, living in this van with him, it's going to be a process, do you know what I mean? It's a slow process. He's learning, I'm learning, and plus, I'm trying to sort of avoid my van getting chewed to fucking bits, you know what I mean? Anyway, big love from Bigfoot. Here's to living off grid with a 7-month-old bodybuilding toddler. We made like a fucking breeze block, and stay tuned, boss.